Are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get MLB, we get college football, we get a couple of CFL games, and we get the NHL. Big packed Saturday, and I have way too much action for today. Uh, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're gonna take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1-1 right, 1-1 wrong in the world of sports betting. Yesterday was a good day. All four sports I bet yesterday were profitable.
Yes, good
Uh,
day.
that's always a nice thing. Cleveland money line in baseball, never in doubt. Plus 133 winner. Philly first five. They continue to come through, and the full game over 6.5 winner. I did lose with the Dodger run line, so 3-1 in baseball, up 2.33 units. I think the Phillies put a bullet in the back of the Braves' heads today and finishes that series.
That'd be
Put that
nice.
one out there. Yeah. In college football, we got the cover with Navy plus 13.5. So that was a winner. 1-0 up a unit there. In the CFL, I followed two wagons and it went 2-0. The Alouettes minus 3.5, fading Ottawa at home. Is now 8-0 this year, straight up and ATS. And the Hamilton Tiger Cats plus 4 in the first half. They win it outright. Pick 6 before the half they got, which was good to see. In the NHL, went 2-2, up 0.57 units. Red Wings puck line came through. The over did not. The Jets came through. The Hurricanes puck line did not. Overall, yesterday 8-3 plus 5.90 units. So a really nice day yesterday. Hoping to do it again today.
Yeah, no, it was a good day yesterday. We went 6-2 on the site. The site had the Cleveland Guardians and the Phillies for baseball. Nice 2-0 day there. Had Montreal in your for your Canadian football. Had Detroit minus 1.5 and the over. Obviously 1-1 in that one, but still a profitable game. Navy plus the points. Winnipeg Jets money line. I wish we put the puck line up with it. And then Carolina.
I thought that game was tied close late though, so I'm
That's
fine with
fun.
it.
But I will say, I am a hockey mastermind now. Tim's NHL play of the days 2-0 now, up 4.4 units. Because the Jets puck line. Yep, that was a nice little casher there. So I'm happy that I was able to boost up that record. I do have one for today. I'm fixing up the scroller now. I will say it's not as juicy as yesterday, as the last two, because the line severely moved on it, and unfortunately, that's what happens. But I've got another Tim's NHL play of the day, and I'm ready. I'm ready for a big day today because we got 32 plays up on the site, so lots of stuff. So
Yeah. I saw a post here that's kind of scaring me about one game. The highest bet team, tickets and money wise today, Rocky Top.
jeez. Now you
Yeah.
kind of expect that, but Nick, go through the chat real quick. I'm typing up a couple of things for my card.
Yeah. Justin saying, "What's up, Earl Bros?" Hit the like, appreciate it. Got 19 bets today. That's
That's
nice.
it. That's cute.
If PSU covers 7, it just might be a good day. Yeah. It's ice time. Utah minus 3.5 and the Stanford over. I kind of feel like Stanford, or I feel like Utah's the luck. I truly do. Morning, guys. Yeah, Hamilton Tiger Cats first half. Hell yeah. That's been a wagon. Morning, gentlemen. Tim's WNBA genius has followed him into the NHL so far. By the way, Untouchable, I would love to back your team there. If they weren't minus 220.
The puck line's like even money.
Yeah, I almost pulled the trigger on them.
Boo.
I truly think the Blues are really good this year.
Ice X is a hater. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said don't touch that game. Because a lot of people were all over Utah and all over the over. I'm like, don't touch this game. You're welcome.
Oh, what was the line of that game?
33.5, and they
God
didn't even
damn it! I
score.
should have.
They scored 30. I mean, you saw the crowd there. It was crazy. I can understand why they struggled to score point.
Yeah.
What was there? 15 fans?
Yeah. I had that game at a 26. I should have bet it. I don't know. I should have bet it. I had it at a 26. I should have taken FIU. Oh well.
Are you? I'm deleting your stuff so I can start doing the scroller.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hurricanes can only score 2. That's ridiculous. They had an empty net at the end too, which was frustrating.
It
But
happens.
on to the slate, Tim.
Yep. We'll start off with some baseball for today, Nick.
This is the only baseball game that I have a play in. I only have one baseball play, and it's for this one. I did a free pick video on this one last night too. Braves are minus 120 at the Phillies, a total of 9 in this game. We get a pitching matchup of Noah Syndergaard and Charlie Morton. Now, Charlie Morton's been a playoff guy. He's been one of those clutch players. He's pitched multiple game 7s. Syndergaard, I will say the last time he pitched a playoff game, he was absolutely dominant. The only problem is that he faced Madison Bumgarner on the opposite side in 2016. It's been 6 years. I'm going right back to the well on this one, though. They've played what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playoff games. And I think this is 3-0-2. Phillies first 5. Phillies first 5 plus 110 is what I got it at. I think that this Phillies team potentially punches their spot in the National League Championship Series today. And I think this Phillies team could win the World Series. Yeah, I said it. I think this Phillies team can win the World Series. I've been saying this for a little while now. They are plus 650 to win the World Series. What are they to win the National League? I could have gotten plus 425 yesterday. Now they're plus 250. Blah.
I will say that the Padres are now favored to win the National League. What a world.
I'm just going to put this out there. Dodgers to win the series at plus 163.
No.
But for me, I'm on the Phillies first 5. I also lean towards the over, but I wanted to see it at an 8.5 and not a 9 because I think this could be a 5-4 Phillies win. So I don't want to push with the 9. So I was leaning over, but not at a 9. And now it's a 9 minus 110 on both sides. It was 9 plus 109 last night.
Just to think, going into the playoffs, we had 4 teams that had over 100 wins. And after the NLDS, after the DSs, we're going to have 1. Because the Phillies are going to finish it off today. And we'll talk about the other game in a little bit.
Oh, Astros. Okay.
Yeah.
Yankees?
Yankees were 99 wins this year.
That's right.
I think the Phillies win. I think they close it out. Their bats have been on fire. This is a team that's just, and when you look at the postseason, everything has to go right, and everything has gone right for the Phillies. Minus game 2 of the DS, everything has gone exactly to plan. Their pitching has been dominant, which is exactly what you need, because in this stretch, the Phillies, it was 7-6, but the Phillies allowed 3 runs in the wild card series, and they've allowed 10 runs so far in the first 3 games, but 6 of those were in game 1, and most of those were in garbage time. I think the Phillies come into this one, and I think they finish off the series tonight behind Noah Syndergaard. This is just I don't want to say they're a team of destiny right now, but this is a team that's going, and I don't see the Braves stopping them today. Phillies finish it off today.
Braves fluke run is over. Sorry, you can't play the Nationals in the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah, puck line over for me for St. Louis. There you go. Dodgers, another failed season. Padres end their season today. Correct. Musgrove. He's been dominant. You played the over in the Atlanta game. You got 8.5. It's up to a 9. I don't hate that. Illinois money line. Sounds good to me. I can admit I don't feel good about my Braves today. That's good. That's fantastic. Line movement for Illinois, 6.5, 5.5. Now it's 4.5. Is it actually?
Yeah, that's one of our biggest line movement beats, Tim.
Woo!
I'm looking at my bet stamp. There is some absolutely gorgeous CLV that we got with college football. New Mexico, 6.5, they're up to a 7. 37.5, they're up to 38.5. We also have Kentucky. We got them at +7. They're down to 3.5. We got over 61 with Maryland. It's up to a 62.5. We got NC State at +3.5. They're at 3, and Illinois at 6.5. It's down to a
No, we got
4.5.
7 for
You
Illinois.
got 7 on Illinois? Oh shit, I got 6.5. We got a nice 4% CLV on the under in the Longhorns game. We got 49.5. It's 48, and we got under 52.5 in Michigan. It's down to a 49.
Yeah, we beat some line movements, but we'll see whether or not that means anything. Braves, not pass. Now, Phillies. Padres, Yankees, World Series. No, I don't think the Yankees make the World Series.
Don't think
I'll let you
make
know
it
who
past
makes the World
Guardians.
Series in the next game. They're coming for revenge. Padres champions. I could see that. Morning. Maryland, -11 and a hook. Liberty team total over and UBA first half. Who does Maryland even get? Indiana. Yeah, sure, why not? Liberty's got Gardner Webb. That's one of the games you're interested in, is an FBS school. Have fun. And then UAB gets Charlotte. Yeah, that's fine. Morning. Good morning. Taking a shot. Kansas money line. Sooners have been bad. I saw an interesting trend. Team seasons go south after they play Nebraska. Because let me go pull up and then we got
Frost effect.
Oh yeah. Where's Nebraska? Hold on. There's Nebraska. Because they played Northwestern. They've lost every game since. They played well, that doesn't matter. They played Oklahoma. They've lost every game since. They've played Indiana. They've lost every game since. They played Georgia Southern. They've won one game since. If you played in Nebraska, yeesh, your season's about to go south. Anyways, we got to keep rolling because we got a lot of stuff to go over today, and most likely I'm going to end up checking out after a little bit because I got Higgs' show in an hour. So go to this game, Nick.
Yeah, Seattle Mariners are hosting the Houston Astros in this one here. Astros slight pick'em favorites, total of 7 in this game. I feel bad. I think the miracle run may be over, but I think actually that it ends tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I lean Mariners in this one, and I said this heading into the series. The one game I want to back Seattle, which I never bet this game actually, but I do lean towards Seattle. Is this one right here? It's just their first home playoff game in how long? 21 years. It's a lot. It's a long time coming for this team. This crowd's going to be crazy. I think they win this game today. I did not bet it, but I lean that way.
This, and you want to clip it if you want to, this will be the last game that the Astros lose the entire rest of the postseason. There you go. I think the Mariners win today, and then Houston finishes off tomorrow, because Seattle's not going to go into this one first home playoff game in 21 years and then just fall flat. This will be the game that Houston probably goes a little bit flat. Seattle jumps out to an early lead and holds it. I think this is the only game that I mean, I was on Seattle the first 2 games, but I got some nice plus money for it. I like Seattle today. I think this is the one win that they get before they lose tomorrow and the season's over for them. But I will end up riding them throughout the rest of the series just because I was high on them the entire beginning of the year or preseason even. And
you don't know how to quit them.
And I don't know how to quit. So I'm grabbing the Seattle Mariners today. This is their last. Thing. Their last win of the year. The Seattle Mariners, most likely. ECU excluded from that trend. Playing Nebraska? Yeah, because they didn't play Nebraska. Under in the Cuse game, I'm kind of liking that. Actually, I pulled out my Cuse shirt for today because we're we'll talk about that game later, but we're on state. Oops. Well, I'll take that trend into next week. There you go. Morning, fellas. Good morning, Rise. We'll go to this one, Nick.
Yeah, the New York Yankees are hosting Cleveland Guardians in this game. Minus 115. Kind of a pick 'em in this game with the total 6.5. Let's take a look real quick at the pitching matchup here as we get. Come on, covers. Let's go. There we go. Tristan McKenzie and Luis Severino in this one. McKenzie 11-11 this year, but a 2.87 ERA, 0.94 WHIP. Feels like he has the Jacob deGrom effect where he pitches well, just his team won't give him runs. And then Severino 7-3 with a 3.18 ERA, 1 WHIP. I lean under in this game. I lean Guardians. I still think the Guardians can win this series. And it's tied 1-1 now. They stole one in Cleveland, or in New York, which is huge. It's Guardians or nothing for me. I personally did not get involved in this game. I didn't get involved in any other game other than the Phillies.
I took Cleveland. I think I took all the home teams today. I like the Cleveland Guardians. I've been backing Tristan McKenzie for a while. He's been really solid for us. I think it's a good spot for him. You get Cleveland, which keep in mind this is Cleveland's first home playoff game since 2016. So
since the World Series game, no, it's not. They played in the wild card round.
Oh, you count that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's playoff baseball. That is playoff baseball. All
right. Fair enough. But this is a big game. This is like the 1-1 series, the 1-1 in the series. I feel like the third game is always the most important when it's a 1-1 series.
Yeah.
Because this will dictate a lot. I think Cleveland wins today. I grabbed their money line at plus. I think it was even money last night. And then I think they finish it off tomorrow. And they'll end up facing Houston in the ALCS, which will be a fun series. But I like Cleveland today. I'm going to back Tristan McKenzie. I'm not too high on Luis Severino, and I'm not laying a price on the Yankees. I'll take the Guardians at plus money. I kind of like the Astros over 7, fellas, kind of low. I could see it a little, with Lance McCullers and George Kirby, I could see that being a little bit low. Coastal Carolina full game is lean for you. That's fine. Pretty sure they're not really playing much today, so that's okay. So take a feature on the Astros. I don't think there's value on. Is there any value on Astros? What are they to win the World Series? Plus 220 to win the World Series, minus 160 to win the AL. I don't really think there's much value on them. So we'll go to this game, Nick.
Yeah. Dodgers and Padres. This one was interesting because last night the line that DraftKings opened this game up at is drastically different. When I saw this line first drop, it was Dodgers plus 155 on DraftKings. And I wish I had access to that book like you guys can if you use the link in the description below and use the promo code Earle PNP when you sign up with a brand new account. When you bet $5 on any NFL team, you'll get $200 in free bets. Good, cool. All right. But no, I saw that on DraftKings Sportsbook last night that it opened up at that price, and now obviously it's dropped to the right area. I lean Dodgers. Here's how I would recommend how to play this. Ready? You take Dodgers to win the series at plus 163, and you take the Padres money line today. Because if this goes back to LA, the Dodgers win the series. This is the Padres. This is the Padres game 5. This is the Padres game 5 right here because you do not want to bring this back to LA. I'll say that now. I'm going to stay off this, but it's Dodgers to win the series at plus 163, and it's the Padres money line for today. If I had to get involved in trying to play this,
that's fair. I am on the Padres. I think they finish it out today. It's mostly the pitching matchup. Joe Musgrove. Have you looked at his numbers lately, Nick? It's been dominance.
Yeah.
1 earned run in his last 5 starts. Nobody's doing anything against him, and his spin rates are up in the playoffs. So
Sorry.
No, he's gonna have a good game. Last time he pitched against the Dodgers, he went 5 shutout innings. So I could easily see him going and pitching another solid game today. You get Tyler Anderson, who has been phenomenal all year, but he doesn't have much playoff experience. He's pitched in 2 playoff games. And both that was 2017 and 2018 with Colorado. And he hasn't really pitched that much in the playoffs. Musgrove, we've seen what he's been able to do. I'll go ahead and grab the Padres to finish it out today. Money line at even money. I think the Dodgers are done.
Yeah. I understand that.
There you go. My only fun basketball team play is Colgate plus 33.5. Toothpaste. You have fun with toothpaste. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. It would be nice to see the Braves and Dodgers both get eliminated. Ready? It would be nice to see the Braves and Dodgers both get eliminated today and then the Yankees tomorrow. That would be a beautiful weekend. And then hopefully Seattle pulls off a miracle in reverse sweeps.
That's
showing back on Tim's pitchers to back. Yes, why not? Look at his stats. He's been phenomenal. Anyways, those are the baseball games for today. We did pick out 6 college football games. These are the marquee matchups per se, because these are all ranked matchups. The only non-ranked team in the 6 games that I picked, I believe, was Florida State. So we'll go ahead and start off with this game, Nick. Let's fire away.
Yeah, this one's interesting. We beat a really nice line movement on this one. We have Michigan taking on Penn State. Michigan's a 7-point favorite. Total's now 49 in this game, and that's where I'm going to focus on this one here. Let me get up my numbers for this. But we bet this earlier in the week at a 52.5. Obviously, it's not a 52.5 anymore.
No, it's not.
I think this line's correct for the side. I had this game more at a 50.5. So I like the under in this game at 52.5. I would not play this at 49, honestly, if it was me. So I got a really good line on it. But with that being said, I'm not going to be. I wouldn't take it at 49.
I feel like I would still be able to take it at this number. Just because I don't see this game even coming close. I can see this one finishing in the 30s. These are 2 really good defensive teams. We just saw Penn State struggle last week with Northwestern at home. Now they go to the Big House. Michigan, we saw them, and yes, I'm going to call it a struggle. They struggled versus Indiana. It was 10-10 at halftime. That is a struggle. They scored 21-0 in the second half. That's fine. But this is a team that's been struggling through games besides the cupcake teams in Connecticut, Hawaii, and Colorado State, where they want to combine what is that, 166-17? But they should have. This is a big game. I'm gonna take the under. That's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
Penn State. That's fine. I just need the under. I like Penn's money line should be Elliott and net for the Lightning. Penn's money line. Just grab their puck line at plus 160. That's going to be my NHL play of the day.
Well, yeah, which unfortunately we didn't get that play up last night, so I don't want to play it at that price.
I still may put it up as the Tim's NHL pod, and
that's up to you. I'm not betting it at that price.
We'll see. Penn State lost last time, 21-17. That would be a perfect score. Elliott is elite. That's fine. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Isex is on Tampa because he's faded all my NHL play of the days. That's fine. Coyotes plus 2.5. Nick,
I'm staying off that game.
Today they winning. Penn State. Elliott is old. There you go. Nice NHL picks, Nick. Few nail biters, but got it done.
Yeah, we finished up a little over half a unit, so.
We finished up like 4 units on the site yesterday.
No, I didn't.
On the site.
Oh, in general on the site.
In general. Oh, sorry. Not to.
He was talking about hockey.
With all respect to old people, there you go. And there's Isex fading my NHL play of the day. How's that worked out for you? All right. Should we go to the marquee matchup of the day?
Yeah.
Marquee matchup of the day.
Yeah, Alabama. They're at Tennessee. Alabama's a 9-point favorite in this game with a total of 67 in this one. And I had this game at a 6. And I truly believe that Tennessee is the most complete team in the nation, not named Ohio State. I think this Tennessee team today cements themselves as a college football playoff contender. And they knock off Alabama. Roll Tears, Tennessee, outright for me. Money line, I mean, this Tennessee team has just looked good. And we've seen this before with Alabama go on the road and struggle. Like we've seen Bama do that a couple of times today, or a couple of times this year. They're coming off of a struggle win against A&M. Granted, it was without Bryce Young. It got close at one point in that Arkansas game, and they finally ran away with it. And then their only other road game was in Texas, where they squeaked out a 1-point game. I think that this could be a 1-point game, legitimately. And this stadium, Tennessee Volunteers, I forgot what the exact capacity. I want to see what it is because 102,455 is the capacity for the Volunteer Stadium. My grandfather in Knoxville said those tickets sold out months ago. They sell out. They sell out every game. And the cheapest tickets you can find on SeatGeek were around $350 for a football.
SeatGeek, the official sponsor of the Earle.
Yeah, SeatGeek. You head over to SeatGeek. Yeah, whatever. But I think that this is the crowd's going to have their impact in this game too. I like Tennessee an awful lot.
Yeah, I think you're going to be hearing Rocky talk a lot today. I just don't think they should be that big of dogs. Like legitimately, you get the fact that Alabama, yeah, they're the better ranked team. They should not be 9-point favorites in Tennessee. That's just crazy. Is that crazy to think that that's just way too many points? We're also on the over, but we got it at 65. So we beat a nice line movement on that one too. I don't really think that Bama should be that big of favorites. If this was in Alabama, fine. In Tennessee, I think this one should be closer to a 3, maybe even a pick-em area. I think Tennessee has a legit shot to knock them off today and really cement themselves to try to make a push for the playoff.
Yeah.
Penn State under. Yep. Good guess. You live in a cardboard box. Aw, lucky. We'll be back in some dogs today in the NHL. Senators against
I can see it. Senators always seem to get up for the Leafs.
Kraken, Blackhawks, Ducks, and Predators.
No Kraken.
You didn't put the best dog in there.
Sabres.
The Sabres. Come on. Yeah, Bama. Okay. Any CFL games picks?
Argos minus 5.5.
There you go. Maybe the under in Bama. Nope. We like the over. Over in Bama. No hockey tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's fine. Grabbing over in CFL with leans on the Argos and Bombers.
I'd be careful with the Bombers today. They're plus 3.5 for a reason. They're resting all their players. They locked up their number 1 seed in the CFL playoffs.
Toledo against Kent State minus 7.5. I like the over. You can go Toledo. All right, Nick. This game, I can't lose.
Yep. NC State at Syracuse. Syracuse now down to a 3. This was 3.5. And it's now a 3. Total 42.5 in this game. My number for this one is the wrong team's favored. I had NC State as a 3-point favorite in this game, and they're a 3-point dog. I got NC State at 3.5. This is an NC State team that was still my pick to win the ACC preseason. I truly think that they're that good of a team. And I want to back them here. 15 versus 18. Wow, I can't believe Syracuse is a top 20 ranked team this year. That's just insane to me. But yeah, giving me 3 and a hook with NC State, a team that I truly do think is better than Syracuse. I'll take it. I know it's in the Dome, which is scary because Syracuse is absolutely dominant in the Dome. But yeah, I'm going to take NC State plus 3.5. I think that they're still the better overall team. And at the very worst, they lose by a field goal in this game.
Yep. This game goes one of 3 ways, and there's no losers for me. Either A, we're going to cash NC State plus 3.5, which is great. B, Syracuse wins and covers, but Syracuse starts 6-0. I'm a Syracuse fan, along with UNC and East Carolina. Those are the 3 schools that are my top the top schools that I root for. Or the result that I want to see the most, Syracuse to win by 1 to 3 points. So that NC State covers, but Syracuse wins. This game I can't lose in for me. Our official bet is NC State plus the points. Just because I think it's a good spot. I think NC State's the better team. Because if you looked at this game in the beginning of the year, not knowing the records, you'd be like, oh, NC State's probably got to be a touchdown favorite. Oh, but because Syracuse is 5-0, they're 3-point favorites at home. I don't know about that one. I don't think Syracuse is close to NC State. I think NC State wins this one.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Marcellus to Toledo. You'll be tailing the Penguins today. Let's get it. I like the Braves. Over in the Braves, Syndergaard gets crushed. He's been awful lately. He hasn't pitched much. Okay. Any chances of MSU winning today against Wisconsin? They are at home. I'm
not touching Michigan State.
I'm not touching Michigan State. No, thank you. My bad. I meant to thank the other twin for his NHL picks, not Tim, and not Nick. Y'all do look similar. There you go. Winnipeg plus 220. Puck line, of course. Today it's the Penguins. Let's get it. Let's try to go 3-0 to start up. Where's Lenny? Spartans plus 7.5. Lenny doesn't say hi anymore. We're way too early for Lenny. It's fine. He lives on the West Coast. Public get insane. Red Wings W. Yep. I was only going over the night slate for the NHL. Of course, Sabres money line, light sprinkle on the reverse puck line, backing them for the rest of 2020, except against Seattle, St. Louis, and Washington. I will back them every single game because I'm running an experiment. I think that at the end of the year, Buffalo's can be profitable. And we'll see how it goes. Oh my God, fantastic offensive teams this year. 3-0 last 5 minutes. Now going to wear my Red Wings t-shirt with pride. Hey, welcome to the 1-0 club. Noah will have a short leash. Philly bullpen will need to step up. Correct. Wow. There you go. Penguins, you say? Yes, I'm on the Penguins puck line, plus 160 as the Tim's NHL play of the day. Sabres won't beat the Bruins. That's fine. They don't have to win every single game. We'll go to this one, Nick, and I really do like this one.
Yeah, battle of a couple undefeated teams, Oklahoma State and TCU. TCU's been much better than we thought they were going to be this year. Battle
of a couple undefeated teams. We've had 5 out of the 6 teams that we've talked about were undefeated.
Yep. Yeah. Today is where some college football playoff dreams are going to be crushed.
Yep. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we have and TCU now is a 4.5 point favorite. I got it on this at 3.5 with with Oklahoma State. I had that game at a pick'em, and I just took the plus points, the plus money wherever I could have gotten it. I think this is a close competitive game that stays within the field goal. So I got 3.5 with Oklahoma State. I think this is gonna be a close competitive game. It's gonna be a lot of fun to watch.
I think Oklahoma State outright. I know it's only a 4-point dog. Everybody loves TCU, but I've been high on Oklahoma State since before the season started because I remember in shows I said if you're not grabbing Ohio State, Alabama, or Georgia, I would take 50-1 on Oklahoma State. They're still in it, 5-0, and this would be a very nice resume win. A road win in TCU, I think, would be phenomenal. And I think they get it done today. TCU has been good. They've been taking care of who they need to take care of. They've definitely had a better strength of schedule. I think Oklahoma State's the better team. I grabbed them at plus money. I think it was very tough to ignore that. Oklahoma State, I think we got it. I think that's one of the lines that we did not beat, though.
Yeah, it was a terrible line move.
Because we got Oklahoma State at 3.5. Now it's 4.5. So it happens. But I still think Oklahoma State covers and wins outright. We'll see. We'll see, Isaacs. Red Wings got that puck line in the last seconds, so I'd never considered it before, but puck line is pretty alluring when I do after seeing those goalie pulls in the last minute trying to tie. That's why I have no problem going after puck lines instead of regulations, because you get the empty netters. I think it's if your team is up and winning,
you should be able to bury one in the back of an empty net.
You should be able to, correct. Yo, what up? What up, Joe? My iPhone autocorrected is fucking. I will grammar check my statements before sending them forward. You're good, bro. I'm not worried about it. Let's keep rolling, Nick. We got two more college football games today.
Yeah, Florida State, Clemson. Clemson now 4.5 point favorites with a total of 50.5 in this game. Clemson coming into this looking pretty good. They're 6-0 now. DJU's been a lot better as of late. They're taking on the 4-2 Seminoles, where the Seminoles, their only losses are to, I want to say, Wake Forest
and NC
State. So they've lost to two good teams, and it's back to back. They covered against NC State last week. They were 3.5 point dogs. But looking at this spot for me, let me get up what my power ranking was for this game here for Clemson. I had Clemson as an 8-point favorite in this game. And I got 3.5 with them. I'm totally cool with 4.5 still. I would go probably all the way up to 6 with Clemson here. I think they win this game by a touchdown plus. And there's value here with Clemson, even at the 4.5 number. Even if you hadn't gotten in early on this game, I think there's still value with Clemson. I like the Tigers here laying the points.
Yeah, I will say I'm not super high on Clemson this year. I do not think they make the playoff. I think there's better teams that will make the playoffs over Clemson. That being said, I like Clemson today, laying the 3.5, 4 points, whatever it is. I think it's a good. I think it's a spot that we need to get to. This is it's. I guess you can call it a resume win going into Florida State because it's not easy. But I do think Clemson takes care of business. It's one of the few favorites that I actually like today. But I'm going Clemson minus the points.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about ECU and Memphis? We're going to the game.
I'd take Memphis. I'd take Memphis.
I'll probably end up having no money. Oh, I'll probably end up sprinkling a little bit on East Carolina just to have money on the game when I go, but that's not the point. No official plays for that one, Rise.
It'd be Memphis or nothing for me.
Yes, Tennessee money line. My book has Tennessee money line plus 260, minus 1.5 at plus 255. Get that money line. Let's keep rolling into the final game of the day.
Yeah, we have the Utah Utes, 3.5-point home favorites against the USC Trojans in this one here. Total 65 in this one. I had this game personally at a 2.5. So it was a slight lean towards USC, but this one's kind of tricky on the side because I can see Utah being the play, even though my numbers disagree at that. We get a lower ranked team as a favorite at home against a top 10 team in the nation. That sends off a little bit of warning signs for me. But looking at it, I think that this is a spot where we could see a lower scoring game. I think we can see this as a little bit more of a defensive game. 65, I think, is way too high for this one. I had this game, I want to say around 58.5. So I'm going to go with the under in this one. I got it bad. This is one of the ones we got a bad number on because we got this at 63. It's now up to 65. But yeah, I really like the under in this game. I think it's not going to be as high scoring a game as people think.
Yeah, I'm riding the same way, and I think this is a game that Utah wins. I think this is one of the ones that crushes USC's season. I'm not going after it. It would be a lean that way, but this is a lean towards Utah for me. But the under was where we're going to go. Unfortunately, this is another one that we did not get a good line with. But when you put plays up on Monday, it happens. Because sometimes you'll get a good line. Like we have Kentucky plus 7. They're 3.5 now. On the opposite side, we have a 63 in this game. It's a 65. But we still like the under in this one. Lower scoring game between these two sides. Move to 61.5. With East Carolina? Is that the game he's talking about? ECU. Yeah, it's moved. Oh, let's see. 59.5, 60. That's fine. Eat, sleep, football, repeat. That's about right. Florida alternative line. No, I don't. I like LSU. LSU in that one. All right, Nick. Time to get to hockey, and we'll start. Oh, I forgot. Shoot, hold on.
What?
Start off with the first game of the year. The Florida Panthers are in Buffalo taking on the future Stanley Cup champions, the Florida's a 190 favorite, total of 7 or 6.5. I see some sevens in this now.
Yeah, let me get up my NHL numbers, and we will get to work on this slate. For starters, here I had this game more around plus 145, plus 150 for the Sabres. So seeing them at plus 160, plus I got 166 for them. I'm on the Sabres money line. Florida was a team that struggled on the road last year, and I can see them struggling again this year a little bit. And I think this Florida team got worse. I think they got fleeced in that Kachuk trade. They gave up Uyghur and Huberto. Kachuk's good. He's not that good though. I also lean under. This game is 7 in some books. It's 6.5 on ours. I see this as a Florida team that's going to play a little bit more unders. So I lean towards the under in this game. I obviously did not bet the under. I did get the Sabres at plus 166 though. I just think there's some value there on that line.
I like it. Is it a day that ends in Y? I'm betting the Buffalo Sabres. I'm going to bet them every single game this year, and I'm going to be profitable at the end of the year. They're dogs, and I think they could possibly be over 500 this year. So when it comes to it, I'm going to keep backing them. Plus 170 at home, sign me up. Give me the Buffalo Sabres money line today. I will say that is not my Tim's NHL play of the day. Obviously, you've seen it in the Scarlet, but we'll talk about that one later.
Yeah.
100%. Darn, I thought there was actual chat. It was just Nick's favorite people with the sex bots. Anyways, we'll move on to this game, which, holy crap, this line movement.
Yeah. Vancouver minus 155 with a total of 6 again in this game against Philly. This is Flyers or nothing for me. This is 100% Flyers or nothing. Especially at 155 now, getting plus 135 with Philadelphia. This line's ridiculous. This opened up with Vancouver as a dog, and they've been absolutely smashed to oblivion. I think this line's moved way too far, and I would lean towards the Flyers in this game. I had this game priced at a pick'em. I truly thought this because Vancouver, this is going to be their first road game of the year. They were at home against. No, they were in Edmonton. My bad. This is going to be but they had to go head East Coast. I think this is a spot where the Flyers. I don't know if they're going to be as bad as people think they'll be. I didn't put it up on the site because we already have probably too many plays. But if I had to put up another play on the site, it's the Flyers.
Yeah, we have too many up there already. We have 32 plays up on the site. We're not adding any more. Sorry, Nick. That's just how it's going to have to be. And we're going to have to downsize a little bit on the college football when college basketball comes out. But yeah, you have 5 plays up for NHL today? I think that's good. We'll go on to the next one. Ottawa Senators and the Toronto Maple Leafs. 230 favorite are the Leafs with a total of 6.5.
Yeah, not a game I got to personally. I would lean towards. I would lean towards probably the Senators as a nice big dog. I think that this is one of those games that the Sens get up for. They always seem to play Toronto tough. So I guess I'll lean that way, but I'm not gonna play it.
That's fair. I don't have really any comments about these games until I get to my play of the day. So we'll keep it rolling so that we can get as many done as we can. Arizona Coyotes and the Boston Bruins. Bruins a 330 favorite, total of 6. I can't get involved in this one, Nick.
Yeah, I'll make this pretty short and sweet. Yotes are nothing at the pass for me. At this price tag, I don't think Boston should be a minus 340 against anybody this year, especially with no Marchand, Grzelcyk, and McAvoy. So I'm going to make this quick, simple. I did not play this game. Be a lean towards the Coyotes. No look on this one, though.
That's 100% fair. Sorry, I know we're working through a couple of these kind of quick, but
Yeah,
it's a
if
big
I'm
slate
not gonna have
today.
I was gonna say if I'm not gonna have a play on it, I'm not gonna elaborate too much.
Blackhawks first half money line.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
want to
great
go
matchup.
on a day that you have a lot of college football. You want to go after the Blackhawks and the Sharks.
Why not?
Have fun. Kind of like Bowling Green over 45 versus Miami of Ohio. I like Miami of Ohio minus 6.5. It could go over, yeah, but that would, in order for it to go over, I think Miami of Ohio scores at least 30. So that's where I would look in that one. Pavel Zalak,
Pavel Osaka.
Zaka, to score a goal.
He's a devil.
Have fun with that one. All right, Nick, let's get it. We got the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Penguins are now 170 favorites. Dear God, because they were 120 yesterday. Total is 6.5 in this one. I'm going to go first because this is the Tim's NHL play of the day. By the way, 2-0, up 4.4 units. And we're going big plus money again. We're going Penguins puck line at plus 160. I will say last night when I was capping it, it was plus 210. I wish I could use that one as there, but I'm going to use the line that it's at now for the pick, just because that's what it's going to be. I've got Pittsburgh at plus 160, or if that's what it's going to be for the play. Lightning are coming off of a second leg of a back-to-back. They played against Columbus last night. It's not going to be Andre Vasilevsky in net, correct? It's going to be Elliott.
Yep, Brian Elliott.
So back up, we're going to say Pittsburgh team that I still think could be pretty good. I'm going to take Pittsburgh puck line plus 160. Nick?
I wanted to play this game, but I wanted to play it when Pittsburgh was at that price tag, because at this point, with the line moving as much as it has, strictly line value reasons, it's slowly becoming Lightning or nothing. But I don't want anything to do with this game. I wanted Pittsburgh at the price it was yesterday. I don't want anything to do with this game now that it's minus 170 for the Penguins.
That's fair. We'll keep on rolling. We get this beautiful matchup, the Detroit Red Wings and the New Jersey Devils. The Devils are 170. Total of 6.5. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like this one's Red Wings or nothing.
It is Red Wings or nothing. This is another pass for me, though. I only have 5 NHL plays today, and they're in 4 different games because I doubled up on one game that I really do like. But this one is Detroit or nothing. I feel like this is a good dog spot. I don't trust New Jersey laying any type of anything, especially with the way their goaltending looked in that first game. I would lean over because we're probably getting Nedeljkovic for Detroit in that. So I would lean over, lean towards the Red Wings, and I'm staying completely off of this game.
That is completely fair. I'm not going to fault you on that one. Not to bet everything. Over 6.5. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's a Red Wings game. And they scored, 3 yesterday?
Yeah. If we look at their expected goals yesterday, good God, they should have gotten way more. They absolutely dominated. That 5.89 expected goals yesterday. They should have scored 6.
That's fine. We'll go ahead and keep on rolling through this. The Montreal Canadiens and the Washington Capitals are going after it. Capitals minus 290. 6.5 is your total in this one, Nick.
Another game where I'm kind of priced out of it. I don't want the I don't want Montreal on a second half of a back-to-back. Especially if it's going to be Montembeault in net. So as crazy as this sounds, this is Capitals or nothing, even though they've looked like absolute shit this year. So far, they've played two good opponents. The puck line's -120. I would lean that way with the Capitals covering the puck line. I also lean over the 6.5. I think that could be a decent look for there to be goals in this game. So it's Capitals puck line and over 6.5 is the lean for this game. If this wasn't a busy college football Saturday, I probably would be on both. To be completely honest, I think that Washington blows them out here in this game.
There you go. There you go. I really have no place for these games, so I just keep talking through you through them. Anaheim Ducks, New York Islanders. Next up, Islanders 165 favorites, total of 5.5. Where are you rolling this one?
This is another pass. I'll watch this game as a fan. I don't know if the Islanders should be -165 favorites yet. They are at home, and this Anaheim team, they're traveling across country for this game, so I could see this as not a great spot for the Ducks travel wise. I don't know if +150 on the other side is intriguing enough to pull the trigger on this game. I feel like the under is a decent look. I think defensively and stylistically, this could be a good game for the Islanders to frustrate the Ducks because this is a young, fast Ducks team, and they're going to have to play Islanders hockey today, which is a grimy, defensive style hockey game, which will frustrate the hell out of the Ducks. So it would be a lean towards an under. It would be a lean towards if I had to bet the game, the Islanders. But it's a pass. I'll watch this game as a fan.
There you go. Oh, you won't be watching it because we'll be at the East Carolina game, but
oh yeah, that's right.
To under first period in terms of, I'm guessing that one was going over the Montreal game.
Potentially.
Took the Red Wings Capitals over and the Islanders game under. That's not a bad option for those two teams.
Yeah.
Let's keep on rolling, Nick. We get the LA Kings and the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota's a 170 favorite, total of 6. Where are we kind of thinking for this one?
Wow, that's up to a 170 now. They were 155 last night. Yep. I was leaning mini at that price, but not at -170. That's a little much for them now. I'm on the over. I got over 6 at even money. Minnesota's defense, this team's in trouble. I said this heading into the year that this team is going to be at a major disadvantage playing $13 million under the cap with the buyouts for Suter and Parise taking in effect this year. So I don't think the Minnesota Wild are going to be that a very good team this year compared to what they were last year. There's a reason why they went all in last year is because they knew that for cap reasons they're going to be in trouble this year. I was leaning who do you call it? Wild, but at -155, taking them in reg or taking them on the puck line. -170 is a pass on the side. Over 6 is the play.
There you go. Don't hate that at all. I took the Wild 2 earlier. There you go. Good morning, JoJo. Sneaky spot for the LA Kings. Plus money, why not? At this point, that's fine. Be wary of Minnesota until Fleury gets his act together.
See, I don't think Fleury's going to be very good this year. I think they should have kept Talbot.
All right. We got a rematch, though. Nashville and Dallas will be going after it. This time it's in Dallas. 125 favorites are the Stars, and 5.5 is your total.
I think the Stars are probably going to be my least bet on team this year. I don't have too much of a read on the Stars team. They're going to be tricky this year, I think. I would lean over if I had to get to it, which sounds weird for a Stars game. But last game these two teams played finished 4-1. I could see a little bit of the opposite happening. I could see Nashville in the over. That's kind of where I was looking at for this game. Once again, another pass, though. I'm not interested in betting Dallas games this year too much. Until I can get a true read on them and until I can get my statistics, I'm not going to be playing them much.
That's fair. No, that's why I take the over.
For the Wild, yes.
For the Fleury, for sure. Preds money line. What's the Preds money line at? Are they the favorite?
No,
They're
being
slight
plus
dogs.
105.
Plus money. There you go. All right, Nick. 4 games left. We're kind of powering through this NHL slate. Good work. Columbus.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's because I don't have too much action on it.
Columbus and St. Louis. The Blues are 225 favorites. 6.5 is your total.
I did not see a score. I did not see a line for this game last night. Now I do. Minus 215 for the Blues. Minus 225. I lean Blues. Lean Blues puck line, obviously. Who the hell is going to be in net for Columbus? Like, this is a team that it's Tarasov, but this is a second half of a back-to-back for them, and you're not going to start your backup goaltender two games in a row. This is a tough spot for them here. I think the Blues win. I think the Blues win convincingly. I think the Blues are a Stanley Cup contender this year. So lean Blues. Puck line did not play it though.
Hey, there you go. 3 games left, but actually, hold on. Great work, fellas. Appreciate it. Toughie of a slate. Merzlikins.
It's going to be Merzlikins. Is he back? Because he hasn't played yet.
That's fine. Vegas and Seattle is up next. The Golden Knights are minus 130. Total of 6.5. Where are you going in this one?
This is one I have a play on. I got it at minus 125. I'm on the VGK. VGK is going to be a team I'm going to ride a little bit this year. I truly think they are. Last year was a fluke for them. They were beat up all the hell with injuries, and I think that now that they have Stone back and Pietrangelo back and Theodore back and Martinez playing, Eichel's looked good so far this year. When you look at the expected goals, they've dominated both their games. This is a Vegas Golden Knights team that is creating opportunities and looking good I'm kind of curious. I think they may be the leader through the first 2 games in expected goals. In general, other than the Rangers, the Vegas Golden Knights are second on that list. They have 9.8 expected goals. The Rangers have played 3 games though, and the Vegas Golden Knights have only played 2. And the Rangers have 11.5 expected goals compared to 9.8 for Vegas. So I think after tonight they will lead the league in expected goals for. I really like this Vegas team. They've looked solid. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Vegas Golden Knights on the money line here. I got it at minus 125. I'd play it all the way up to around minus 130.
Sounds good. A little bit of news that's football related. Tua Tagovailoa has been cleared from concussion.
Are you kidding me?
Hold on. Let me finish. He will not be active this week.
Okay.
He will be inactive this week, but he's expected to return week 7 versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he's projected to come back next week.
That's insane.
I think that's a mistake. But I figure I mentioned that. I saw that. I figure I'll bring it up.
That's
Seattle, St. Louis, Toronto money line parlay. Have fun. Blues trade games with Columbus over 6 on the live. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, do you like the over or the under in the Phillies game? Lean over, but I really like the Phillies. Me too. Nathan. Good morning, Nathan. How you doing today? Good morning. See ya. 2 games left, Nick. Calgary Flames and the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers are now 115 favorites. Total is 6.5. Where are you looking?
I really like this game. I'm on both the side and the total. It's the Battle of Alberta here, and my number for this one should be around Oilers minus 140 in this game. I think there's value with the home squad in this one. And the Oilers are one of my favorite plays of the day, taking them on the money line. I got it at minus 124. I'm fine with that price. So you're getting an even better price with them now at minus 115. I think this is a great play here. And then I also like the over 6.5. Both these teams last year soared over the total and felt like every single game they matched up against that or their playoff matchup was kind of the same thing where just it was goal after goal after goal after goal. I think this over 6.5 cashes in the second period. So over 6.5, and I like the Oilers here in this spot.
There you go. Tua should never play behind a horrible offensive line again. Correct.
They're going to kill that guy.
He's going to get killed again. Excellent call yesterday on both CFL games, Nick. You were on point. Good work.
Just ride the wagons.
I'm on the over huge revenge matchup from the playoffs.
Yeah, I remember talking that over with Nathan yesterday. Yeah, we both like the over.
Flames 0-5 covering puck lines at Rogers Place. Well, they don't have to worry about covering a puck line when they lose straight up. Flames over the play. There you go. All right, Nick, final game. I think this one could probably get summed up by...
Stop it. Get some help.
Blackhawks, Sharks. Sharks 146 is the total.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm not getting involved in this game if I had to, though. There is no way in hell the Sharks should be laying this number. That is all I got to say about this game. The Sharks should not be laying minus 150 something against anybody. So it is Blackhawks or nothing. That's the way it is. It's Blackhawks or nothing. This is an easy stay-off game to end the night. I would rather watch the Battle of Alberta at 10 o'clock at night than this thing.
There you go. You have fun with that. 0-5 in the last 5 at Rogers. There you go. All right, Nick. That is everything for today. Good work of getting through that that hockey slate. We'll go ahead and pay some bills before we head on out. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description down below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, merch, TikTok, ESP Shorts, and the EarleSportsBets.com website. It is all linked down below. Make sure you guys check out DraftKings, which is the official sponsor of Earle Sports Bets. You get a bet $5 on any NFL team, and you'll receive $200 in free play bets. Use the link in the description down below or the promo code EarlePNP when you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. And then finally, if you're interested to go into any of these games today, go get your tickets at SeatGeek. ESP at checkout, $20 off your first purchase for new accounts. You can keep making new emails and making new accounts for it to get the discounts each time, but you cannot use the code more than once. But at $20 off when you use the code ESP. Today, for the games that we talked about, obviously we have a lot more plays over on the site, so you guys want to check those out. Links in the description. I like the Philadelphia Phillies, Seattle Mariners, Cleveland Guardians, and the Padres. The under in the Michigan game, Tennessee, NC State, Oklahoma, and Clemson, and then the under in Utah. Hockey, Buffalo Sabres, because I'm betting them every single day or every single game. And the Pittsburgh Penguins puck line is the Tim's NHL play of the day. Nick?
Yeah. Phillies first 5 is the baseball play of the day. CFL, I'm going to be on the Argonauts. I'll give a quick little thing there. Fading Edmonton at home. Cool. 0-7 straight up, 0-7 against the spread. It'll be 0-8 for both after this game. Toronto Argonauts. I'm not touching the BC game because if you wanted to get involved with that game, you should have earlier in the week when BC was a 2-point dog, not a 3.5-point favorite. Winnipeg resting all their starters. They've already locked up the number 1 seed, which I believe if Nathan's in the chat, I believe I gave you both the CFL plays yesterday. Both were winners in our little think tank. But and then on the other side, for NHL, Sabres, Kings Wild over 6, Oilers money line and the over 6.5, and Vegas Golden Knights money line against the Kraken. And then for college football, for the ones we did today, I got under 52.5 in that Michigan game. I wouldn't touch it at 49. Rocky Top, straight up winner, plus 290, I think it is now. I'd take the points as well. I'm also on NC State plus the points, plus 3.5 against Syracuse. Oklahoma State plus the points against TCU. Clemson minus the points against Florida State, and then the under in USC and Utah.
There you go. There you go. Sharks should never be greater than minus 115.
Correct.
100%. No fade the puck line on the Bruins versus Yotes. No fade the puck line. You're going Yotes on? Have fun. That's nasty. Yeah, I'm not touching that game. It's a beautiful game. No, it's not. The play Yotes team total under with Swayman in. That's fine. Did you talk to all? Nick just did. All right, and then I want to save this comment for last. He says Zach Wilson or he means nothing. And this is how we'll leave you guys. Well, good luck today, and we'll see you tomorrow.